Thank you, Chair. We suffer the incongruence of a society in pursuit of the equality of women whilst dancing to the vulgarity of a Cardi B song. There are no songs to sing of celebration in a world that celebrates the demeaning of women whilst advocating for her liberation and equal treatment. The ACDP can support most of the targets as set out in the Sustainable Development Goals 5, as these goals, or targets rather, align with the biblical truth that all are equal and made in the image of God, and because it promotes human agency, which is key to development. Discrimination on the basis of gender is a moral deviation from truth. What we contend, however, is that in a world in pursuit of equality, the demeaning of women through pornography remains unchallenged by lawmakers, and that the emphasis on abortion as a sexual and reproductive right empowers not women, but the profiteers whose business model at a global level is supported by governments like our South African government. The case against Dr. Jacques de Vos, whose insistence on providing full counsel to a young mother seeking termination of pregnancy, proves again that abortion care is non-existent. We cannot emphasize equality without recognizing that it is a woman who falls pregnant. It is a woman who carries a child for 9 months, and in most cases, raises that child alone. Healthcare, or the lack thereof, affects primarily women. The lack of a holistic social care network affects women. It is a woman who applies for a child care grant, a woman who applies at the Department of Home Affairs for birth certificates, a woman who seeks employment benefits. It is a woman who crosses rivers in seeking for asylum. It is a woman who applies for refugee status in foreign places far away from the place that she calls home. It is the women of Africa who suffer under impotent governments, who forget the virtue of their forefathers, and it is women who suffers the most by the inefficiency of the same governments. There is an incongruence in the pursuit of equality, whilst ignoring the very practices that further malign women and empower men who think they own a woman's body. Legalizing prostitution does not give women agency over their lives. It enables their exploitation. So is the continued failure to link the easy access to pornography and the escalation of gender-based violence. Gender-based violence is the true performance scorecard on how far we are with the pursuance of a just and equal society where women are celebrated and not killed. We live, lastly, on a continent where women are displaced by inequality. They remain homeless until they die, not in her bed of old age, but too many times they die of a gunshot wound or by a knife bludgeoned to death. That is how far we have come. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honourable Member.